Are you ready to get wellness in your life? Are you concerned about the rising cost of health care and access to health care services? The chronic diseases that make up a large portion of health care expense can often be avoided with early lifestyle changes, good nutrition, and smart choices. I'm Rebecca Marshall with the Salem Apothecary, and as we gear up to help you get wellness in your life, we are celebrating 40 years on the historic Salem Square. We're including visits to historic businesses on the square with our chats about getting wellness. So let's talk today about vitamin D and about Lincks Clothing, and we're here with Rita Lincks. Hi, Rita.
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for having me.
So I want to hear about how Lincks got started.
Well, in 2006, we decided we wanted to go into business for ourselves, and there was a bankrupt business that we were interested in, and we ended up purchasing that, and we were located out by the Dollar General store. In 2009, our building on the square came available, so we decided that we were going to purchase that and move to the square.
Oh, the square is the best place to be as far as I'm concerned.
Very much so. Much more visibility, much more foot traffic, so it has been a blessing to us.
And how has your business grown since you've been there?
Well, we have grown quite a bit since we moved to the square. We've added more inventory, we've added more women's clothing, our t-shirt business, embroidery business. It has just grown tremendously.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about, I know you do a lot of school things.
We do.
Which is not only t-shirts, but other things, but what all are you doing with the schools there?
With the schools, we do t-shirts, we do hoodies, we do embroidery, the varsity jackets, we do those. We do a lot of online stores for fundraisers for the schools, and every time someone purchases something from that, we donate a portion of that back to whatever program we're working with. Yeah.
So, and being on the square in a historic building, how has that affected you?
Well, historic buildings are sometimes not a money pit. But they are a lot of work for the upkeep on them, and maintenance on them. We've had several things that we've done. We've repainted. We had to redo the whole front top because of the tornado that came through in 2022. And it's just a lot of work sometimes.
Growing up in Salem, I think of your building as where Zabel's furniture was.
Yes.
But do you know any more of the history of the building even before Zabel's was there?
Well, it was built in 1882, so it was there whenever the current courthouse was built.
Okay.
I have a picture of the courthouse being built, and I believe the courthouse was finished in 1899, and our building is in the background.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, so it was a general store, and it was actually our store and the neighboring 3 stories trading. It was all one building at that time.
And is that's what we used to call Berkey's store?
Yes, the Berkey building. Yes,
which was really had a rather ornate decorations around it. And
yes,
stuff,
it did, and nobody seems to know when that topper was taken off.
Yeah,
I've read the Berkey history. Gail Napier has a book because she is the descendant of the Berkeys, and I've read that about how they came to Salem and built the store, and there used to be a house behind it, and they lived in that for quite some time, and it burnt down. Yeah. So after it was Berkey's, I'm not sure what was there next, but the first thing I remember is Rice Furniture.
Okay.
It was there, and then Zabel's Furniture, and then American Rental, and then us.
Okay, so it's got a wonderful history of being here on the square.
Yes.
And you have a nice, big, wide space there where you had a nice outside sidewalk sale the other day.
Yes, our sidewalk sales are tremendous.
That's great.
Yes.
But in your sidewalk sale, you get some sunshine, right?
Absolutely.
See how I'm going to twist this around and talk about vitamin D now?
Yes.
So vitamin D is one of the things that is really depleted in a lot of us nowadays. Did you get some sunshine when you were out there that day?
We did.
Do you do very much with sunshine other than when you have a sidewalk sale?
Well, my girlfriends and I take a beach vacation every year, so we love to go and just sit out on the beach and relax.
You know, vitamin D is something that we feel like we can always get, but we don't. People are very deficient in vitamin D. It's one of the things that I recommend to a lot of people anymore, because to supplement with, because not only do we spend a lot of time inside, even if we are outside, we tend to have sunscreen on. And sunscreen will block the absorption of vitamin D. And vitamin D is so important, not only for us as women and with our bone structure, but it affects men too if you don't have enough vitamin D for your bones.
Right.
There's some really interesting studies about vitamin D and immunization and immune systems, I shouldn't say immunization, that people who are very depleted in vitamin D don't fight off infections as easily. And so we get a lot of people who spend their time inside without the sun, at a desk, and they're healthy, they might exercise, they do all the things they need to, but if they don't get that vitamin D, they can't always fight off the colds that they need to fight off.
Right, and it always makes me feel better whenever I get outside in the sunshine. Even if I go out to mow, which it takes me 2 hours to mow, but I love the peace of it, and then I get a little sun as well.
And you get some sunshine.
Yes.
The word is that in our latitude, we would have to expose our arms and most of our legs to the sun from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day to absorb enough vitamin D for our bodies.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
So, I mean, there certainly are some farmers who, during the summertime, will meet that.
Yes.
But most of us don't meet that. So, having your vitamin D checked is one of the important things that people need to do, and most of us will need to be supplementing with vitamin D.
Yes.
But that's my health tip for today. So what's the next thing at Lincks Clothing? This fall is here. Are you getting about ready for basketball season?
We are getting ready to do basketball, and then we will be having our Thanksgiving night sale, which will be Thanksgiving night. We do a 3-hour sale, and it will be from 5 to 8.
Oh, okay. So
that's our next big event.
November's almost here.
Almost.
So be sure and check out Lincks Clothing. So thank you very much for coming and being part of our 40th year celebration.
And congratulations.
And, everybody, check with your vitamin D. Stop by and see me if you need to talk about where you need to get your vitamin D and how you need to get your vitamin D.